What movie villain's quote is your favorite? We train young men to drop fire on people. But their commanders won't allow them to write "peep" on their airplanes because it's obscene. Who said that? We train young men to drop fire on people. But their commanders won't allow them to write "peep" on their airplanes because it's obscene. Apocalypse Now. For too long I've been parched of thirst and unable to quench it. Too long I've been starving to death and haven't died. I feel nothing. Not the wind on my face nor the spray of the sea. Nor the warmth of a woman's flesh. You best start believing in ghost stories. Miss Turner. You're in one. Captain Hector Barbosa. Life is cruel. Why should the afterlife be any different? If you're good at something, never do it for free. Dash. The Joker. That's honestly some solid advice. And NBSP. And NBSP. Hate myself, stand 5 per hour in NBSP. And 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 NBSP. No. Mr. Bond. I expect you to die. So many favorites. But Scar from Lion King. I'm surrounded by idiots, Scar. Similarly. I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes, Darth Helmet. Keep firing. Assholes. The day bison graced your village was the most important day of your life, but for me it was Tuesday. Holy Peep, the only other person in the world that enjoyed the Street Fighter movie. I finally found you. Nah. The movie is pretty bad, but he really played that bison role hard. I love that quote, lol. I'm an agent of chaos. Oh. And you know the thing about chaos? It's fair. Joker. The Dark Knight. The "it's fair" just makes the whole quote. I always thought it was. It's fear. Wait till they get a load of me. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? Where did you get all those wonderful toys? Evil will always win because good is dumb. Ulch. Ha urch. Ulga. I can't breathe in this thing. I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I watch sea beams glitter in the dark near the Tannhäuser Gate. All those moments will be lost in time. Like tears in rain. Time to die. Rory Neary. Pull the lever. Kronk. Roland Levier. Why do we even have that lever? I will never not upvote these quotes. Perhaps he's wondering why someone would shoot a man before throwing him out of a plane. Bane has some of the best lines in that whole series. Now is not the time for fear. That comes later. Do you feel in charge? You think darkness is your ally? You only adopted the darkness. No one cared who I was before I put on the mask. Joker and Bane in that universe have insanely good quotes. You asked for miracles. Theo. I give you the F. B. I. Is that the episode of The Cosby Show where Theo was gonna shoot up his school? Die Hard. When Theo the hacker/safecracker can't get through one of the security measures. And Hans Gruber reveals that the plan to bypass it was to wait for the FBI to cut power to the building. Thereby disabling it for them. Lone Star. I am your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate. What does that make us? Absolutely nothing. Which is what you are about to become. I'd like to share a revelation that I've had during my time here. It came to me when I tried to classify your species and I realized that you're not actually mammals. Every mammal on this planet instinctively develops a natural equilibrium with the surrounding environment, but you humans do not. You move to an area and you multiply until every natural resource is consumed, and the only way you can survive is to spread to another area. There is another organism on this planet that follows the same pattern. Do you know what it is? A virus. Human beings are a disease. A cancer of this planet. You're a plague and we are the cure. Agent Smith. The Matrix. It's the smell. I am altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further. And I killed Sparky. Too. Just to put the cherry on top of the... Well. You'll just have to watch. Dear. I hated her after that. Though the theme song is great. I was more upset it was the end of the episode again. You can't handle the truth. What a movie. Ah, Perry the Platypus. What an unexpected surprise. And by unexpected, I mean completely expected. I'm not a comic book villain. Do you seriously think I would explain my master stroke to you if there were even the slightest possibility you could affect the outcome? I triggered it 35 minutes ago. Beep, yes. This moment in the book is one of the rare moments I've ever actually dropped a book in pure shock. What book is this? Sugar? No thanks, Turkish. I'm sweet enough. Do you know what nemesis means? I once saw him kill 3 men in a pencil. With a fucking pencil. Don't mess with the man's dog. Shark noises jaws. Do-oo-a-dum. Do-oo-a-dum. Do-oo-a-dum-da-dum-da-dum. That's a small price for salvation. The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet. Kill a man. You're a murderer. Kill a million. You're a conqueror. Go figure. I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve. Joker. We stop looking for monsters under our beds when we realize they're inside us. Joker. Tyrone. You know how much I love watching you work. But I've got my country's 500th anniversary to plan. My wedding to arrange. My wife to murder. And Gilder to frame for it. I'm swamped. And then the follow-up. Get some rest. If you haven't got your strength, you haven't got anything. Megamind. Oh. You're a villain, all right. Just not a super one. Titan. Oh yeah? What's the difference? Megamind. Presentation. Sharks with frickin' laser beams. Alright. Zip it. Pretty much anything Thanos from the MCU says. There's more of gravy than of grave about you. Ebenezer Scrooge. Duo ho ho ho. I can hear them laugh in my head. Marley and Marley. Say hello to my little friend. The great Tony Montana. Other quote from him. All I have in this world is my balls and my word. And I don't break them for no one. Are you a god? No. Someone asks if you're a god. You say yes. I'll cut his heart out with a spoon. Why a spoon? Cousin? Because it's dull. It'll hurt more. The great Alan Rickman is the only reason to put up with Kevin Costner as Robin Hood. You missed the greatest part of the quote. Because it's dull, you twit, it'll hurt more. You have something I want. You may think you have some idea of what you are in possession of, but you do not. In a few moments, it will be mine. It means more to me than you will ever know. Moff Gideon. The Mandalorian. I love the cheeky callback in Season 2. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. Visible confusion. From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. When everyone's super, no one will be. Syndrome. Go home, buddy. I am a monument to all of your sins. It's from Halo, so not a movie. But my favorite nonetheless. Gravemind was a great villain that just commanded you to listen when he spoke. Shame we didn't see him directly in Halo 3. There was supposed to be this boss battle with him where you pilot a scarab and blast him sky high. I'd have been down for that. Kill him. Kill him now. Do it, Palpatine. Yes. I have been falling. For 30 minutes. Or pretty much anything Loki says. What's the most you've ever lost on a coin toss? Revenge is a dish best served cold. It's very cold in space. My introduction to all things Trek and sci-fi in general. Ezekiel 25:17. But is Jules really the villain? He didn't try to steal Marcellus' briefcase. Now that we know who you are, I know who I am. I'm not a mistake. It all makes sense. In a comic, you know how you can tell who the arch-villain's going to be? He's the exact opposite of the hero. And most times they're friends. Like you and me. I should have known way back when. You know why? David? Because of the kids. They called me Mr. Glass. I cry every time.